Look at the mess.
Yeah,
look at it in the cockpit. Oh, we got plants, bottles, parts. Shit everywhere. So kind of sad, but we're leaving the boat for about 2-3 months. Yeah, because we don't know how long we're going to be gone. We're just treating it like we're going to be gone for a while, so that if we are gone for more than 3 months, then we don't have to worry about the boat. A few of the things I've been doing, I've taken the mainsail down because our sail bag doesn't actually cover 100% of the main. Yeah, we got a few repairs to do on the mainsail as well, so that's one of the reasons why I took it down as well. Same with the Genoa, got that down to do a few minor repairs. I've taken some of the halyards down because I need to trim them back because there was a bit of chafing on right where they were tied onto the head of their sail, so they were getting wet. So I've got them out trying to prevent mould, so got them out drying before we go. Everything's drying, we don't want to have any mould on the boat when we come back, so that's the aim before we leave. It looks weird without any sails on the boat. It looks naked. No mainsail, no head sail at the moment. Yeah, so anything in the sun, it's usually in the sun because we don't know how long we're going to be going for. We're going to take off and put it back on when we get back. We're actually going back for Christmas to Australia, and then we are heading to Japan. We're going to do some snowboarding in Japan for 2 months, and then we'll be straight back on the boat sailing up to Thailand. That's an exciting trip that you have to stay tuned for, but for now we are preparing the boat for the wet season, and we're going to leave it here for 3 or 4 months. There's other boats here, so one of the catamarans that's here has been here for almost 3 years, which you're only allowed to have your boat in this country for 3 years, and after that you have to leave. So we've still got plenty of time. Now what I'm going to do is flake the mainsail and put all the lines away, clean out the delta pod, and get her ready to leave her here for the summer. Leaving the boat in a foreign country?
I'm a little stressed just because we'll be so far from it. Like, at least if it was in Australia, you're just like you're in the same country.
Yeah.
But I guess here it's a bit more convoluted to get here. You have to fly to Denpasar and then get a however many hour taxi. So it's just about access to the boat that stresses us, I think, or at least stresses me.
Do you have trust in the marina here?
Yeah, I do have trust in the marina here. I think they're a really good group of people.
As you can see, there's shit everywhere. Cockpit has been turned into disaster zone. Today is the second last day, and I am filling up the water maker with a pickling solution, which is the first for me. So I'm just taking the intake hose and putting it into a big bottle of water that I've mixed the pickling solution in, the biocide, and that's the plan. Hopefully it sucks it all up and fills the membrane with the pickled solution, and then I'm going to not fill the tanks, but put some stabilizer, some storage stuff in the diesel tanks so that no algae and stuff grows, and then yeah, I'll clean up, seal everything up, and we're gonna wipe down everything with vinegar so we don't get any moldy spots on the boat when we're away. And there's so many different things we've been reading up about how to store your boat for a long period of time. Lots to do. Hey Loz.
Oh! Yeah, lots to do.
What are you doing, girl?
I am vacuum sealing. Oh, that's not very good, and it's lost its vacuum. I'm vacuum sealing all of our dry goods that aren't in, well, even the ones that are in jars, because the oxygen will still get to them. So I'm trying to give everything a really good seal.
Got a big parts list that we need to try and get when we're over in Australia. Lots of parts. One of them is if we can find it. I don't know if we'll be able to, but probably might be able to find that in Bunnings or something even. That's the filter that filters out all the chlorine, and it's a charcoal filter, so.
I'm scared I'm going to find this rat.
Is there a rat on the boat?
Yes, we have a rat. We had a rat. There's actually rat poo down there. There's new poo, so I'm thinking it's alive.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yeah,
So what are you gonna do about this?
You're gonna deal with it. Because it's probably really cute, so I don't know, we might just keep it as a pet. Do you think? If anyone's wondering where our cat is from our first few episodes, yeah, it would be too hard to bring her over here and do all the immigration processes, so we left her with my dear parents, and I think she's pining for us, so she's sick. It's about time we go home and visit her. I miss her. I wish I could have her on the boat.
It's the day we leave the boat and there's shit everywhere, but this is how we're storing it. We've got the sails in here, taking the mattresses off the bed in case a hatch leaks and they sit there and, you know, get wet and mouldy. So the fridge is turned off. I got the battens out of the mainsail, they're all down here. We took the Genoa off, the head sail, everything's been taken off in case of a storm and just to protect it from the sun as well. We've dried out the fridge. We've closed every single through hull. Diesel tank's turned off, and I've got some stabilizer inside it. What else, Loz?
We've got all of our moisture absorbers in like the cupboards, and a big moisture absorber here by the mast.
Big moisture absorbers everywhere because we're in the tropics here in Indo, and
as you can tell by our sweat in the boat.
and
we've closed everything up, and it is hot.
Yeah, and humidity and mould. The mould likes to grow in a humid climate.
So. We cleaned everything with vinegar, but we have also put a tip from our friends on Polarin to put a cup of bleach over the drains, so if any mould spores come out, it should hopefully kill them before they start
multiplying.
Yeah, multiplying.
So yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, we're leaving at Madana Bay Marina, and they came out to the boat yesterday, and I showed them how to start the engines, where to turn the fuel on, where to open up all the through hull fittings and seacocks and all that, and just showed them how to operate the boat in case something does happen, and showed them where to check the bilges in case there's water leaking into the boat, like rain or something. And yeah, so they were pretty good with that. They're pretty helpful and handy and know their stuff. So
Ryan knows what's up.
It makes us feel a bit happier, a little bit better about leaving the boat here when they make the call to come out and actually have a look at our systems on our boat, so they know that if something does happen, then they're not going to be in the dark. So yeah, we're just giving them our keys today, and then we're off to Bali.
Bali!
Another thing the marina did, they put a swivel on our mooring line and a shackle so it doesn't tangle up. We noticed there are a lot of boats here. There's a boat that's been here for 2 years and his lines are all tangled up from the boat just spinning around and around and around for 2 years. So yeah, that's pretty good that they put a swivel on our boat to prevent that from happening to us. So yeah.
We are out of here.
we're taking off. This is us leaving the boat. It's very sad, but yeah, we'll be back in only 3 weeks. Next time on Sailing Blue Moon, we head back to the boat after spending 3 weeks in Australia. It's time to unpack our boat goodies, but we are super anxious to know if our mold prevention efforts have paid off.
Then it's off to Japan for an epic season of deep power with great friends. We've got some killer footage of our time in Miyako before heading to Kyoto and Tokyo to enjoy Japan's rich food, culture. Stay tuned for our adventures in Japan.
These videos are funded by viewers like you. Want to know more about us? Gain exclusive early access to weekly episodes, score some Blue Moon merch, win the chance to come aboard and support our production? Then check us out on Patreon.
And if you're ever wondering where we might be in real time, you can keep up to date on Facebook and Instagram. In addition to the subscribe button, click the bell to the right and you'll be notified of each new weekly episode.
Thanks for watching, Blue Moonies!